we brought this asset a whole lot farther along on the development as well as on the commercial side. So we know more about this asset than anybody else does at this point, and so we would like to have a seat at the table and share in the marketing strategy and execution going forward. That's ideally what we would like to have. We would also like to have a partner that has this asset or set of assets as a pretty important product in their portfolio. So that's not to say that Glaxo and AstraZeneca did or did not, but that's to say that's important criteria for us going forward. Ideally, because the 32540 is the nearest term asset, we'd like to get somebody with some kind of cardiology experience or presence or relationships, because we would have to build those on our own, and if they already have them, then they're already well established. So ideally, that's what we would be looking for. It would be nice if we could get a partner that operates globally. That certainly makes it easier for a smaller company to deal with them. But we would like to get partners that are really the best in their geographies. And we found in our discussions on MT400 that different people operate well different places. So we may, in fact, end up with a U.S. partner, a European partner, a Latin American partner, for example.
I see. But your preference is one global partner?
For everyone it would be, right? As you're a smaller company,
Right.
It's easier to deal with a limited number of parties, but we will go with the partner that we think is going to do the best job with the asset.
I see. And how does the digital portion fit into these discussions?
So it is part of the commercial launch plan. We've developed that launch plan down to the tactical level and identified what we need to do with what customers. We're really taking a customer-centric approach, so think about our customers being cardiologists, neurologists, and PCPs to some extent. And we look at that audience and we say, okay, who wants to receive information and who is persuaded by what? So we've designed the plan based on that. So some cardiologists want to see representatives, other cardiologists prefer to have peer-to-peer interactions, other cardiologists prefer to do it some other way and take CME, for example. So we've designed the plan based on what the customers are interested in. The same thing with patients. Patients have secondary prevention issues and collect around with each other in places on the web. So we'll go where those folks are and talk to them in a way that they want to be talked to. We may use some direct television. We absolutely won't use any network television because it's way too expensive and not as successful as it's been before. But we will communicate with customers the way that they want to be communicated with. And so while we're not inventing this, we're really building this whole plan from the ground up because we don't have any legacy commercial infrastructure to get rid of, like sales representatives.
Right.
But every company out there, big ones and small ones, are all working in the digital space in some way, shape, or form. So we're really collecting all the best practices together, and this will be what the launch plan will be. So it'll play a very important role.